Hi, Phantoms. I'm Jason.
And I'm Kyle. And we're Only Phantoms. We're a small paranormal team from Central North Carolina.
Welcome to the Phantom Files, where we discuss all things paranormal
and interview other investigators, as well as read encounters with paranormal submitted by you, our listeners.
So sit back and let's get spooky. Ooh. So if you don't mind, would you introduce yourselves and the name of your paranormal team?
All right. My name is Seven.
I'm Tia.
Yeah, and we're Seven Paranormal.
All right. How long have y'all been together as a paranormal team, and when did you guys start? Like, what brought it all together?
Well, we recently just started posting on YouTube, but a year ago, was it about a year, right?
About a year, yeah, almost 2.
But I've been doing this myself before I met her for like a while now, for like about 10, 12 years. But this is way before the you were posting things and internet and all that type of stuff was going. I was just mostly doing it because I wanted to know. I had a personal need to know that there was something else after this life.
But we're going to move on a little bit more. What is your scariest experience you've ever had?
We haven't had any real scariest things of yet. You know what I'm saying, when we're on the on camera. But I'll say the scariest thing I've had was that old hag, waking me up out of my sleep.
That'd be creepy as can be.
Yeah, but we haven't really had any investigational creepy things yet, because we're trying to. I want to get, to be honest, I want to go to Waverly Hills.
Oh yes. Yeah. That's one of our big
keeps coming back up.
Oh yeah, everybody, Waverly.
Yeah, I see what I'm gonna do when I can, though. When we finally make it to the YouTube status where we can, we can do things like that. I'm gonna rent Waverly Hills and open it up to the fellow investigators so we can all just have fun there.
Have you ever heard of Sweet Springs?
No, I haven't.
Sweet Springs Sanatorium. I think it's in West Virginia.
Really?
No. It's in either Virginia or West Virginia, but Sweet Springs.
Hey, Virginia is close enough for me.
Yeah, like this is a place that I want to go. It's not very expensive. Well, it's expensive, but it doesn't cost as much as the Battleship. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
But that's a place that my team is looking at trying to go sometime next year.
Hey, why don't we get together and then we can split the cost, man? Just do it.
I'd be down with that. I think they have a maximum of like 10 people at a time, but
that's the same.
I'd be down with that.
Yeah, definitely, and it'd be a lot beneficial for everyone. So it won't be so that much money has to go out. Then everyone can benefit.
Absolutely.
And then we can all see what we get, because like I said, everyone's not going to get the same. And I'm pretty sure the place is big enough to where we won't be corrupting each other's investigations.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Because that's one thing that I don't like. I know a lot of these they have venues and stuff that way they have it, but I really don't like going to those because you got everyone in one spot, and I don't think you can get really conclusive evidence, like impartial evidence, without everybody running around, because
exactly
you could be getting sounds from over here and over there, and then how do you establish if it's paranormal?
Exactly. You get contaminated audio. You can get contaminated video from everybody's IR cameras, and you just look. You're looking forward. You have the camera looking behind you. You see a shadow on the wall, and you freak out. You're like,
yeah. And it turns out it was an IR shadow.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I actually pointed that out recently to another pair of local paranormal investigators.
It's hard. It's easy to fall for some of the stuff if you're not used to it.
I mean, heck, I fell for my own IR shadow when we were at the Cryptozoology Museum. Jeez.
Yeah, I jumped at my strap of my I had a hip bag, and it swung around from the breeze and it hit me. I jumped at that, so I'm thinking someone tapped me on my butt. I'm thinking the spirit was getting fresh, but it was just the strap. Yeah, and that was the exciting thing. That was the only exciting thing that happened that whole night. I got tapped on the butt by my strap.
I don't know. That sounds like the ghost of a Mr. Funk left behind. He was getting funky for sure. Yes, I have been sitting on that joke for half an hour now.
Definitely. Oh man, I was thinking about that all night. Was that Mr. Funk? That is Mr. Funk or Mr. Uncle Diddles.
Oh Jesus, Uncle Diddles.
Everyone has an Uncle Diddles.
I just work here, man.
Oh man, somehow I think we're getting way off this subject.
No, I think we're still on it.
Perfect. I was going to say, speaking of funky, some things that I find funky are these. He normally asks this question, but so are you guys big on to any? Is it kind of slightly adjacent, but like aliens, cryptids, Bigfoots, skinwalkers, all that stuff?
Oh yeah, I'm into all of that. Yeah, all of that. I may investigate spirits, but I'm like jack of all trades when it comes to that. I mean, sometimes she gets sick of me talking about aliens and all the time. I mean, telling her stuff, and she'd be like, and her eyes glaze over, and I'm like, you don't want to hear this. You don't want to hear this. Do it.
Yeah, especially with the congressional hearing we just had not too long ago. Good Lord.
Oh man, yeah. Why aren't we talking about that? I'm so sick of hearing about politics. We need to be talking about what's going on in Peru. We need to be talking about what's going on. Yeah, what? Oh, yeah, we need to be talking about what's going on. Yeah, what about what's going on in Peru? If anybody is saying anything about that, that's not on the news.
What are you talking about in Peru?
Are you talking about the disappearing plane?
Yeah, you didn't hear about what's going on in Peru?
No.
Oh man, it's like this small village, like about 1,500 villagers, and they're saying like they're being attacked nightly by aliens. They're about like 7 or 8 aliens, and they're standing and they got video of these things on the roof, and they're shooting at them. They even asked the Navy, the Peruvian Navy, to intervene, and the best excuse they can come up with when they tell the public that there are some illegal miners in jetpacks.
Jetpacks?
Now
are you kidding me?
You know how noisy a jetpack is. Now if you Google videos of jetpacks trials and stuff, they're noisy. Number one, number two, they're hard to control. You know what I mean? These people are flying down jetpacks 5 feet from the ground in the dark around trees. Come on now, they can come up with a better excuse than miners and jetpacks.
Right?
And jetpacks cost like $500,000, if not more, a piece. So where did they get that many jetpacks from, and how they afford it? I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, it sounds like swamp gas all over again.
What if they actually are miners, but they stole the jetpacks from the aliens?
Yes,
but actually, I feel like that
wide open.
I feel like that. I feel like Kyle's got it.
I think it fits both.
Yeah, it does.
It kind of works.
What if? No, wait a minute. What if the aliens are the miners and they need jetpacks to fly around?
Oh wow. Okay. What are they mining? Are they going back up? Well, I was going to say, are they going back up to?
Well, they're trying to get the gold, because their atmosphere is declining, so they need the gold, right? That's why.
Yeah.
They need to mine the gold.
It's a massive conductor.
I was going to say the conductor. I mean,
and also apparently humid air. Extremely humid air, hot air, can generate electricity now.
Really?
Oh,
just yeah. Apparently there were some scientists that were working on something in Florida, and they figured out they can generate electricity just in the air, in humid, hot air.
That is some salty air.
They've been doing that. They had
that's some Nikola Tesla stuff.
Yeah, they had these old buildings, these old church steeples, and all that type of stuff. They have found out now that they was getting electricity from the atmosphere for a long time, because at the top they have a rod, and then they have a ball that has mercury in it, and underneath the mercury there is copper, and then there's some other things down. They were collecting energy from the atmosphere a long time. Yeah, there's a cover up somewhere.
Absolutely.
Anytime someone gets money, they could have had free energy for a long time, but as long as someone gets money for it, it's never going to see the light of day. I'm afraid to say it's never going to see the light of day as long as money is being involved.
You're not wrong. That's how it goes.
Yeah. They buried this stuff, man. They have engines that run off of water. It was patented back in the 50s.
Yep. Oh, yeah. I have seen that.
So it was a guy on I think it was either YouTube or one of those platforms. He actually made on camera. He sped the camera up though because it took a minute, but he made an engine that ran off of water.
Yeah. There were some grad students from NC State that did the same thing in the 70s.
Yeah.
And there was another guy in the 60s who created one of the first, well, I say one of the first, but one of the first in modern times water-powered engines. And he was assassinated.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like literally
he
within...
He didn't want to give up the patent.
Yeah.
He wanted to give it to the world, and they wasn't having it. They were like, no, because there was too many trillions, not billions, trillions of dollars to be lost.
That's a lot of zeros.
Yeah, that is a lot.
Absolutely.
A lot of zeros. I mean, like, and just like the thing, I mean, just like with medication, they have cures for everything. But why treat it? And when you can get people to pay for the symptoms, to treat the symptoms, why cure it when you can get money from just treating the symptoms?
Exactly.
Economics,
Exactly. All right, so we got basically one more question for you. What methods do you conduct what methods do you use when you conduct your paranormal research? Because there's the Estes method, there's the Delco method. There was I think it was the Warren method, where basically he would walk. No, I can't remember the guy's name, but he would walk in with a medium, and he would listen to what she said. And then he would actually try and corroborate that evidence before doing anything else. I can't remember what it was called right now.
Is that automatic writing?
No, but she used automatic writing.
Yeah. No, no, we always go to the Estes method. We like to do the Estes method because we find that's the best way to connect with the spirits, so they wouldn't seem so off-putting. Because sometimes a lot of these spirits don't really know or trust blinking lights and things like that, but fair enough. But I found that a lot of these spirits, they are old, back in like the 1700s, they are just as versed in electronics than we are. They know, they actually see and learn. And that's another thing that I want to try to prove, that they actually can past their death, even their spirit, to see and understand and learn. They know what these things are. They know what a phone is. They know what a camera is. But we find the Estes method is the best way because they can actually connect. She's the one who goes in the blindfold, because when I put it on, it seems like they don't want to say nothing to me. It seems like they don't want to touch me at all. So but they like to talk and converse through her, so we get more about information that way.
Awesome. Yeah, they like to sit on me for some reason.
Yeah, they do. When I use the SLS, I see a lot of them. They like to sit on her all the time, or like
by me. It's like,
yeah. We had one. We had one time. It was on Cold Harbor Road over there, and we saw the and I had the SLS camera, and they had a mirror, and the client's daughter said she saw something in the mirror. So that's how it all started. We went there to go see about this mirror, and we seen a stick figure like come out the mirror, and then it seemed like something was trying to pull it back in the mirror. It actually looked like it was being sucked back into the mirror.
Oh, wow.
And then he went and clawed itself back up, and she was sitting on the floor. So it went like it sat on the bed, and it hooked its leg like right here on her. And I was telling her, and I was like, and that was in between. Before I even said it was in between, she said, I think it's in between us right here. And then I said, it's in between you. So, but it actually looked like when the SLS was being sucked back into the mirror. So that was crazy.
That's spooky.
That is very, very creepy, but that's awesome.
It makes you want to think about mirrors, though. Every time I look into a mirror now, I'm like, is something else looking back at me? Or, am I going to get sucked into the mirror? It kind of makes you think about that other world. That's another dimension in there when you really think about it. It really is. It's another dimension in there.
What if all mirrors are really two-way mirrors?
Well, I mean, there is the theory that mirrors are portals, and basically, if you point one mirror at another, you could possibly get something to come out.
What do you think about the like another dimension? There's another you. There's another reality. The same you
multiverse,
doing the same thing, and when you look in the mirror, you're actually looking at your third double.
Yeah. You know, like Kyle just said, multiverse. There is multiversal theory. There's M theory and string theory. Basically, there's a theory that says something to the effect of whenever you have to make a decision, whether it be go right or left, there's another branch off of that one reality.
That's the opposite.
Was that multiverse or string theory?
I don't remember. I think it might be both, or a mix of both.
I can't.
Like whenever if you go left,
it goes right. Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah.
But yeah, for every decision that you make, it makes the opposite. And
which one do you think is?
I just hope I'm the real one. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, right.
The prime.
Like how many doubles did I lose making the right decision? If I would have made that decision, I would have died. So did that mean that
there's another theory? There's another theory that every time you die in your dreams, the reason you wake up is because that is one of your multiverse beings that died, and you don't see past it.
Yeah, and deja vu.
And deja vu, yeah.
Too bad it's not like the one with Jet Li where we just get stronger every time one of our doubles die. We just wake up strong.
Oh yeah, that would be wild.
Like, you're gonna reach for a doorknob and break it off. Like, what? Wait a minute, that didn't. I'm sorry. That's my daughter.
Oh no, you're perfectly fine. And we're going to get ready here to wrap it up. If you could tell us, where can everybody on the internet find you?
Really gonna put them in at Seven Paranormal on Twitter, also on YouTube.
Awesome, and Instagram, because that's where I found you guys.
Yeah,
and we got so many. Yeah, because we're on so many. Come on, I can't get them all without.
Exactly. That's actually why we have a link tree. We basically put everything on Linktree, and we have one link that we send everywhere.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
Yeah, and it's free.
So yeah, and we'll
do that. Because we definitely want to go to that. Where was that called again? What was that sanatorium called?
Sweet Springs.
Sweet Springs.
Sweet Springs.
Yeah, got it. Definitely look that up. And just like when y'all ready to do that, definitely we're ready to go.
Yeah,
absolutely. I'll definitely keep in touch with you guys about that.
Awesome.
Oh, yeah. And of course, we'll leave you your links down below on the video and everywhere we get this video out to. So from us here at Only Phantoms to Seven Paranormal, thank you guys so much. This has been real. We appreciate you.
This has been fun. Thank you guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Y'all have a wonderful night.
You too. Bye.
All right, bye,
guys.